Hi y'all, this is So Blessed. Welcome to the Blessed Place. How y'all doing? If y'all hear a little chatter, Danica is over across the way from me on the phone talking to somebody. Some mystery man. I don't know who she's talking to. But anyways, prior to we were so rudely interrupted by her phone call that she's been on forever. We were talking about having babies at my age. See, where the conversation got started is I'm babysitting. Well, my husband and I are babysitting, but I'm gonna put it out there real. I'm babysitting, and I have a 3-year-old. And if you saw my video last night, you might have saw her flash her face across the camera because she's nosy and she likes to put her face in the camera. Well, I shouldn't say she's nosy. She's curious with life. Anyways, wait, let me put my shoulders down because I see the fat. Anyways, so we have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old that I've been babysitting since Thursday. Mind you, today is Sunday. That's Thursday. That's Friday. That's Saturday. Today is Sunday. And they go home tomorrow. Mom went out of town. So I'm happy to do it. Anytime I can help young folk, because truly the village helped me raise my one. So anytime I can help young folk, who's my nieces, my husband's niece, but my niece, my marriage, they're her kids. So I'm always happy to oblige when I can help young people, because truly a village helped me. I ain't gonna lie about it. But Danica asked me yesterday, was something wrong with me? Because she could just see the countenance on my face, which I didn't realize my countenance was off. But with us knowing each other so well and so intimately, she noticed what I did notice. She asked me, you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm good. And she was like, and I was like, why? She said, I don't know, you just seem like you're a little down, or your countenance kind of off, your normal, jovial self or whatever. And I was like, no, I'm cool. And I was thinking to myself, well, what is it? What would make my countenance, look like that? And I said, child, I'm keeping these babies. I ain't used to keeping no babies. My baby 22, just a couple of months from 23. And I just said, I'm happy to help, but I'm out of my element. I'm not used to keeping babies. And I was never that one. Like my sister Denise has 5 kids, Deborah have 4 kids, and they love babies. Even when they raise their children, they get God babies, they raise them. Sidebar. Let me tell y'all a sidebar. My husband come home one day and said, baby, we're going to be godparents for this little young girl who's a friend of our son. Wanted, all the kids meet my husband, fall in love with him. And they're like, Mr. Charles, will you and your wife be my baby's godmom? And at this time, she's like 6 months pregnant or whatever. And will you be my baby's godparents? And he's like, yeah. So, rocked on, as my mom say. Baby comes, and I didn't even know. And I didn't even know when she was 6 months pregnant that we were supposed to be the godparents, right? He comes tell me after being born, oh, baby, such that after the baby godparents. Okay, make a long story short, we get the baby Christian. Exactly. I keep baby a few times, but y'all, I'm just telling the truth. I am not a baby person. I was intentionally had one child, and I didn't intend on having that one. Believe me. If you don't know the story, look at There Goes My Life. Just Google my video, not Google it, but search it. There Goes My Life. That's my story in a nutshell. I had not planned on having no children. But so we get the baby. I keep baby a few times, but my sister, starts to fall in love with the baby, and her children have the baby way more often than I did. My godson. So they fall in love with the baby, and they're like, Deidre, we don't mean any harm, but can we adopt your god baby? Can we have him as the god baby? And I said, hon, I didn't want to answer so quick. I said, let me think about it and call y'all back. I hung up the phone. I ain't have to think about it, y'all. Because number one, I know they love the baby. I love the baby, but I'm just not a baby person. So I called them back. I waited it out 5-10 minutes, and I called them back and I said, I thought about it, and I know y'all love the baby. Y'all be awesome godparents, and it would be selfish of me to hold on to the god baby just because we had a Christian. It's better, you're gonna love it love it, the baby. You're gonna love the baby and spoil the baby far better than I am equipped to do. So I gave with my godbaby, y'all, and Deborah loves her family. They had a baby Christian, and Deborah's a new godparent. So that's my side note, y'all. That's just how much I am not a children person. Okay, back to just a few minutes before we were so rudely interrupted with whoever she is still talking to. So, so she says, I said, girl, I'm just not used to keeping no babies, but I'm all good. So today we were talking, and I said, and she said, well, Deidre, do you think that you're too old to have kids? And she said, because you're not doing anything. She knows I don't there's grown folk talking right here. There's grown folk stuff right here, but I'm not on any contraceptives. Is that what they call them? It's been so long since I've been on them. Is that what they call them now? The pill, contraceptives. We don't use any contraceptions. Oh God! We don't use birth control or anything like that. And she's like, do you think you're too old to have kids? What if you got pregnant? And I was like, I'm 44, you guys. I'll be 45 in August. And I said, well, I said, how many people in Hollywood having babies up to age 50? And she said, well, yes, some woman in India had a baby at age 70. Anywho, but I said, I would love, I'm on the fence. I feel in a way I'm too old and too overweight to have a baby. But I also told her I would love to share that with my husband, that we share so much and we have the most awesome marriage. But that is the one thing that we talk about that would just be an added bonus, an icing on the cake, is to be able to have my DNA intertwined with his DNA and to be able to love, raise, mold, a little person into an awesome human being. And that's just something my husband and I talk about. And when we married at 38, it sounded good, and then I got 40, then I got 42, and now I'm 44. And so she's like, well, don't you think you need to be using something if you don't want to get a baby? And I'm like, well, no, because I'm kind of on the fence where if I got pregnant, and I would be happy. If I don't get pregnant, that's all well and good also. So, I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about that. On the one hand, I feel like 44 is too old to be trying to have a baby, because I would think about when the baby get in kindergarten, the baby get in middle school, the baby get in high school. Yeah, I'm going to be an old woman by the time the baby gets in high school. But also, too, I know the joy of having a baby. I know that some of the roughest times is that first year. But eventually when you get past that first year, things get better. My daughter, Derrica, she does not want me to have a baby. First of all, she wants to be my only child forever and ever and ever. She always wanted it that way. You would think as the only child she wanted siblings. No. She wanted to remain my baby and my only child. But she also says, Mama, you too old to have a baby. So I'm just sharing that with you all and putting that out there to you. How old do you think is too old to have a baby? And how old were you when you had your oldest child? If it was, if you were beyond your 20s, how old were you when you had your oldest child? Or how old is the oldest person that you know of that had a child? Or how old, do you know? Was your parent in their older age when they had you, or do you know someone? So I'm just trying to get a feel of what is it like? What would it be like if I did have a baby at age 44? So just sharing. Y'all share with me your thoughts. How old is too old to have a baby? Sometimes I think I say physically I think I'm too old, but emotionally and mentally I would be able to offer my baby so much more than what I was able to offer Derrica. Because I think it's so ironic to me that our vitality and our biological age, you're equipped to have babies, in your late teens, early 20s, but you're mentally and emotionally and financially more ready in your 40s. So it's such a dichotomy. Anyways, what y'all think? Am I too old for a baby? Am I too fat for a baby? It's not that I'm wanting one. I'm not yearning for one. It's not that I'm, in prayer. I haven't even prayed a prayer for a child. I just said, Lord, let your will be done. I said, you protect babies and fools. If I'm a fool for wanting a baby, please protect me. And then he said, you better use some protection. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Y'all be blessed.